ready for your headliner? All right, fill out your comment cards. Coming to the stage. He's played clubs, colleges, road dog from Washington all the way to Florida and back again, maybe 3 or 4 times. But he's here tonight. Give it up, Mike Shank!
Palace Casino, how are you guys doing tonight? Jesus Christ, normally I say you guys can do better than that, but I don't need to. Man, give it up for the comics you guys have seen tonight. Anton, Guy, Warren, but more importantly, give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight and supporting my comedy. We appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea what it takes for us to get up here and do what we do, especially since every comic I know suffers from some sort of disorder. They're either depressed, alcoholics, or substance abusers. My problem is anxiety. I get these debilitating panic attacks, man. I get them so bad I can feel my heart pounding against my rib cage, my arms go numb, my throat goes numb, only to find out that's what's supposed to happen when you do that much cocaine. Oh, man. It feels good to be back in the Vegas Valley, man, but at least we're all safe out here in Henderson, like Anton said. Yeah, Las Vegas, Sin City, where the men are men and half the women are too. Call it Sin City, they ought to call it Fake City. They got fake castles, fake shark reefs, take all those fake tits and build a rock climbing wall. We almost moved out to Henderson about 3 years ago, but we decided we'd make a better choice and move to fucking Pahrump. You'd have thought I'd have did a little bit more investigating before we moved there. Warren and I even did a show out there about 8 or 9 years ago. When we showed up at the venue, they told us that we were staying in the entertainer suite. Oh boy, the entertainer suite in Pahrump, huh? I can't wait to see what this is like. And it's exactly what you guys are thinking. Flat pillows, flat mattresses. There wasn't even a robo-bar. I went in the bathroom in our room and there was this picture above the toilet. Beautiful desert photo, the desert covered in snow. Man, it was so realistic. I tapped that picture, all that powder fell to the bottom and automatically charged my room $300. And Pahrump has embraced being the meth capital. It's the only town in the country where they measure their snow in grams. It's cold as shit out there, though. I didn't realize it'd get that cold, man. They even offer hand warmers out at the brothel. But I'm pretty sure that's just a nickname because she's the only one that can be double-fisted. Don't start the O's yet, because boy, are you in for a surprise. I told my wife, Pahrump is where you wind up when you purchase your Southern Nevada dream home through Wish. And I love living out there. We opened our own business out there. And one thing I hate doing, I own a construction business out there. I guess I should say that first. One thing I hate doing is painting. I can't stand painting. We got any painters in here? Yeah. Yup. Chris should have kept painting. He would have wound up here tonight at 7 o'clock. I hate it, man. And I was talking to one of my buddies out there. He was like, dude, you got to call the Walrus, man. He's the best painter we've got out here. I'm like, dude, the Walrus? He sends me the dude's contact info. It even says the Walrus. I was like, oh, all right, whatever, I'll call him. So I call the dude. This guy shows up the next day. I meet him on the job. Dude weighs about 104 pounds, just twacked out of his mind. Like, yo, dude, I heard you got some work for me. Like, are you the Walrus? He said, yep. I'm like, man, I thought you'd be like 300 pounds. Why do they call you the Walrus? That dude smiled, he only had these 2 teeth. And kind of started wondering when we opened the business, you know, I know a lot of guys in here. You remember penthouses? They had the forum stories in there and all this. Yeah, I showed up with a pizza and she got the dick and all that. I thought, man, I wonder if that shit's really going to happen. Then I remembered where I moved to. One time, an elderly woman answered the door in this see-through nightgown. My eyes immediately dropped. Without even looking up, she said, "Oh, you're one of those guys that are into feet, huh?" I said, "Nope, actually I was checking out your boobs." So being a comic, we have to stay up on current events that are going on in the world. Did you guys hear that the state of Washington just made it legal to compost a human being?
What?
The state, no shit, Google it. Google it. If you pull your phone out now, though, I'll be really offended and think I'm fucking boring, so just wait until the show's over. I swear to God, it can be done. You can compost. I was about to explain it. You don't have to explain it to her. Now, you can take a dead family member, put them in a barrel, and they'll throw a bunch of mulching shit in there, and within 6 to 9 months, you have beautiful soil for planting. Sorry, man, there is no way I'm planting an apple tree in Grandma. But then it dawned on me, hold on a second. I've already got a gay uncle, so that would technically be the second fruit she produced. Oh, once again, hold on tight. Hold on tight, man. I cannot believe that the U.S. Supreme Court actually overturned Roe versus Wade.
I agree.
Yeah. Even worse than that, I can't believe that for 51 years of my life, all I thought Roe versus Wade was the difference between how Mexicans and Cubans got to America. So let's test the waters in the room, shall we? I just heard when we got here, the Henderson Police Department had to put some of their canines up for adoption. Any of you guys hear about that?
No.
Yeah, Metro did it a couple years ago, and one of my buddies adopted one of the dogs. He had me over to see the dog. The dog come running up and he yelled at him, "Seats, plots!" The dog sat down. It's like, dude, why are you yelling at him like that? He said, well, I told him to sit down in German. He is a German Shepherd. I was like, oh, okay, cool. A couple weeks later, he come over to my house, and my dog come running up, and I said, hey, you better sit your bitch ass the fuck down. He's like, dude, why are you talking to her like that? I said, well, she is a black lab. I got approval on that table. I got approval on that table. That is, see, I can do that joke because it's not a racist fucking joke. It is a racial joke, and it's fucking true. So, see, thank you very much. Another thing that goes along with being a comic, we travel all over the country. When you look like I do, I get stereotyped by the TSA. They see me coming and think I'm packing something. They put me through the x-ray machine. You guys know what I'm talking about? You got to step in there with your arms up and fucking scanning, looking at everything. I don't get to just go through the metal detectors like everybody else does. So on a trip to Seattle not that long ago, I decided I was going to have a little fun with the TSA. I went to one of our local adult stores and bought a prosthetic dick that went from my knee all the way up to my crotch, just so I could see the look on the face of that TSA agent. Yeah, but it was just my luck. It was a black dude. He's like, go ahead. I was in Montana performing after a show. I got drug into a strip club up there. Oh, man, that was some rough shit, dude. Oh boy. This chick was dancing off in the shadows. I thought she was wearing a fanny pack to put her money in. She danced into the spotlight. It was just her stomach hanging over her G-string. Oh, yeah, but we got a bunch of residents been here for a long time. How many of you guys remember Larry's Villa? Oh, yeah, Larry's Villa. Yeah, the fucking retirement home of strippers. Yeah, those chicks in that place were nasty. They get down on your face and pull their G-string to the side. That shit was bubbling like a La Brea tar pit. And the one... If anybody needs to throw up, I'll wait a minute. La Brea tar pit. That's okay, man. That's a geographical joke because we're down here in Vegas right there. When I'm up north, it's a Yellowstone mud pool. And one thing I never thought about, you know, when you're on the road, just because Dad's gone, kids are still going to get into shit. While I was driving across Montana, I'm in the middle of nowhere. My oldest son's mom calls me and says, "You are never going to guess what I caught your son doing." I'm like, "I don't know. He was 13 at the time. What's he doing? Smoking weed?" She said, "No, he was watching porn on his computer." I'm like, "Really? What website was he looking at?" She said he was watching Pornhub.com. Like, all right, I don't know what to tell you. The kid's got halfway decent taste. We get off the phone and I get to thinking about it and I'm like, all right, hold on a second here. Now, wait a minute. What if I'm in my room at one end of the house and he's in his room at the other end of the house and we're both rubbing one out to the same video? Finally, father and son bonding time. Ah, shit. Man, what the hell else is going on? Man, football season's almost over already?
Yeah.
Damn. Where are my Eagles fans at? We got any Eagles fans in here? Boo! See, every time I do this joke, there's somebody in the room that boos, and I'll tell you why. It's because of Michael Vick. Nobody likes the Eagles ever since that bullshit went down with Michael Vick, and I'll tell you why they don't like him. It's because he's a Cowboys fan. Get the fuck out of here.
Cowboys suck.
You guys want this? Man, Cowboys suck. Well, and the Eagles were one of my teams until that shit went down with Michael Vick, and of course I got offended too. And I'll tell you why. The white people don't like him because we're all a bunch of tree-hugging, animal-loving pussies. The black people don't like him because he's got more fucking money than they do. And the Koreans don't like him because he wasted a perfectly good meal. I'm just kidding. We're animal lovers. My house is full of animals, man. We've got a turtle, 3 cats, 2 dogs. We got the cats a couple years ago. Got them all at the same time. My wife wanted to be in charge of naming all the cats. My wife has this weird obsession with serial killers. So we now own Gacy, Manson, and Clinton. Our dogs, we've got a King Corso Mastiff, one of the best dogs I've ever owned in my life, and we happen to have an American Bulldog, who's got to be the dumbest fucking dog I've ever owned. Dumbest, grumpiest, most stubborn son of a bitch, just lays there all day long with this stupid, retarded look on his face with his tongue hanging out. I think we should change his name to Biden. Thank you. And then being a dog owner, I want to go ahead and dispel that myth that dogs can sense evil. Bullshit, he loves my mother-in-law. comes over to the house. This dipshit comes running up like a fucking gay horse. Hey, Nani's here. I'm just kidding. I love teasing my mother-in-law. The first time I ever met my mother-in-law, she came in from out of town. My wife told me to go outside and help her with her bags. No matter what I did, I could not get them to disappear from underneath her eyes. I'm an asshole. Oh, man. She was sitting down having casual conversation, and she decides to tell me that back in the 90s, she got a tramp stamp. One eye is one of my wife's eyes, and the other one is one of my sister-in-law's eyes. Later on that day, we were out in a swimming pool, and I said, hey, you might want to get that shit touched up, because after 30 fucking years, they are cockeyed as shit. I walked behind her while she's sitting on the couch. I was like, hey, Mom, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm just looking at this dating website. I was like, really? That's a watchdog sexual predator app. She said, I know. I don't have to put out, they'll just take it. Wow. Yeah, you want to talk about taking your fucking life in your hands? She's here tonight. Oh, man. See, what the hell else is going on, man? We got married couples in here? Where are all the married couples at? Could you guys be any less enthused about me? Come on, yeah. Yeah, I know you're married because she made you wear matching fucking t-shirts tonight. But I give you credit, man, because that is some serious white shit. That's about as white as it can possibly get. How long have you guys been married?
10 years.
10 years? Boy, she snapped that one off quick. So after 10 years, she's not still in that nosy stage, is she? No, And it just took him a second. He's like, oh, fuck. Nope. And my wife and I have been together for that long, too, but she's still nosy as hell. I can't even go to the bathroom without her questioning me. I come out and she's like, did you spray? Did you spray? Jesus Christ, no, I didn't spray. It was solid. I feel bad for my wife, man. Being married to a comedian, I think there's times that I am just an absolutely horrible fucking husband. My timing just sucks. Things were getting hot and heavy on the couch a couple weeks ago, and she told me she was going to go shave. I said, that's probably a good thing because women aren't supposed to have hair on their upper lip. And she got so mad her nose hair started shaking, there was no way in hell I was bringing that up. I love doing everything with my wife, man. I love going fishing with her, but she says every time we go out there, she gets freaked out. Not because of the water, not because of the boat, once again, because of my shitty timing with conversation. All because one time we went out to Lake Mead, we throw out the anchor, we both cast, it's nice and quiet, and I turned and looked at her and said, so, you think Scott Peterson did it? Legitimate question? God damn, man, I'm sweating like Casey Anthony walking through a daycare. Everybody always asks how we met. She tells everybody I was a Facebook stalker. I prefer social media admirer. Once we got engaged, she told me it was time to go get our fingers sized. I thought it was for the rings. Nope, it was just to make sure her finger fit in my fucking butthole. It does. Gross. That was the gross one, huh? Oh, shit. Man, I married one of them women just like the rest of you women tells me she doesn't fart, she just whispers in her panties. One day I had to tell her, yeah, you might want to look over your shoulder, sweetheart, because some asshole talking shit behind your back. Oh, man. But living in Vegas has even affected her, man. Money hungry. I come home on Friday with $1,200 in my pocket, and she's already got her hand out. So I pulled my dick out. To my surprise, she grabbed it, pulled me to her, and whispered in my ear, "You want to treat me like a dirty little whore?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Good, then that'll be $1,200 for the night." Oh, man. Don't want to make Anton feel any younger, but hey, bro, when we met, I was 38, and I just turned 51 this year. You guys don't have to applaud that. I'm one fucking misstep away from a hip replacement. No. And it's hard to believe that at one point in time, I was pushing 350 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it was my own fault for dating a fat bitch in a wheelchair. Yep, turned 51 this year, and actually this year celebrated 10 years of sobriety. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's amazing, you know, they told you told me how much money I was going to save once I quit drinking. Yeah, no, that was true. Until the state of Nevada legalized weed in 2017. Yeah, trade one for the other. Fuck yeah. That's $100 a week that I had to bills. Shit, yeah. I love my weed, man, but they can keep them fucking vape pens. I'm not dicking around with those. And they can keep their fucking edibles. I'm not fucking around with those ever again. Nope. Mr. Badass here decided he'd eat 2 of them at a time. Yeah. I sat in my truck for about 17 seconds, about in tears, holding my fucking seatbelt release, wondering why my window wasn't going up. Fuck that. Man, I can't mess with no heavy shit, man. I used to do mushrooms when I was younger. I mean, not like some fucking psycho that would eat 7 grams at a time. That was an inside joke, and I heard the proper table laugh, and that was all I needed. Oh, man. As you get older, you gotta start staying up on your doctor visits and your dentist visits. I went to the dentist a couple months ago for the old exam and x-rays. I go back in, they do the x-rays, send me back into the waiting room, put me back into a room, tell me the dentist will be right here. The dentist comes walking in, he says, "Hey, man, we got a real problem here." I was like, "Yeah, what's that?" He grabbed that plastic molded mouth off of the counter and told me that while you're waiting for him, apparently you're not supposed to stick your dick in it. I told him it was his own fault for putting braces on it to make it look like an 18-year-old girl's mouth in the first place. I warned you guys 28 minutes ago that this was gonna get rough. And along with my getting older, and now that I'm in my 50s, my wife decided that she was going to tell me it was time for me to go get a prostate exam. Nope. Nope, not doing it. She threatened me that if I don't go, that she'll call and make the appointment. I was like, no, nope, I'll go get a physical and that's about it. So I scheduled my doctor's appointment. I go in for the appointment. They call me into the back. While I'm being triaged, the nurse says, all right, well, let's see. The doctor will be seeing you for a physical and a prostate exam. Now, hold on a second here. I didn't schedule no prostate exam. She said, oh, we know you didn't. It says right here that your wife did. Oh, and there's a note from her, too. Who's got the jokes now, motherfucker? So they sent me down the hallway. The doctor's standing outside the door. He's got that stupid paper robe. You guys know what I'm talking about? And piece of shit. Anyway, he tells me, go into the room, put it on, opened up to the back. I step into the room, and all of a sudden, he starts dimming the lights. What the fuck? All I said was, where do you want me to throw my clothes? He said, well, you can throw them over in the corner with mine. Shit. Unbeknownst to me, that during a prostate exam, you will, against your will, ejaculate on the table. I now have follow-up appointments scheduled every week for the next year. He does. You guys realize how I set myself up? That I first explained that my wife's finger fits in my fucking asshole, and now I'm all excited about a doctor doing it once a week? I gotta switch that shit up, man. Wow. Oh, everybody look at the big faggot on stage. Anyway, so after he gets done, I get a call a couple days later. Like, Michael, the doctor needs to see you. I was like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm coming down right now. They said, no, he can't see you today. Won't be able to see you until Monday. I'm like, Monday? This is Friday. You guys remember that anxiety shit that I was talking about? Dude, oh my God. I spent the next 2 weeks in complete and utter hell. Just nervous as shit, man. Finally Monday comes around. I go in, I sit down, the doctor comes walking in the room and he says, Michael, I need to inform you that we found blood in your stool. I was like, really? Well, maybe next time you take your fucking ring off, you won't. Yeah. Oh, man. And I gotta say that I'm glad I sobered up when I did, man. Because about 12 years ago, my mom had called me. She invited me to a little gathering for my grandfather. I showed up absolutely tanked. Walked in the door and said, woo! Where's the old guy at? My mom come rushing me, jumped my shit, and said, I cannot believe you would show up this way to a funeral. Where are the parents at? We got parents in here? Wow. Come on. You guys, this is like it's a participation room. Do we have parents in here? Yeah! God, where are all the dads at? Yeah. Specifically, where are the dads at that were in the labor and delivery room? Here. Yeah. Yeah. All your buddies tell you how magical that childbirth was going to be? Bullshit. There is nothing magical about watching a wet St. Bernard work its way through a cat door. Nope. I love my kids, man. I love spending time with my kids, too. I love taking my kids fishing. Take my youngest son fishing. And it's a lot of fun until we start getting fucking skunked. Man, the last time we went fishing, we tried everything. We tried anchovies. We tried fucking power bait. We threw in a spinner and caught an autistic fish. You guys are going to be halfway home tonight and be like, man, he was funny, but what a dick. Oh, man. Our youngest, man, I give that boy credit, man. That kid is highly intelligent, and I have absolutely no fucking idea where that came from. The shit that comes out of that kid's mouth, man. A couple months ago, we were walking through the store, and he says, Dad, I want a Nintendo Switch. Dad, I want a Nintendo Switch. I'm like, dude, you're not getting a fucking Switch. He's like, really? Okay. Well, guess I'm just going to have to go to school and tell him you beat me. He now owns 2 fucking Nintendo Switches. My kids are constantly getting me into trouble, man. I get accused of wiping boogers on the side of the couch. I'm a grown-ass man. I know damn well that they go underneath the cushion. I had to go to a parent-teacher conference because, again, my youngest got in a little bit of trouble in school. I go into the parent-teacher conference. I'm sitting across the table from his teacher. She's telling me that he had a mirror attached to the top of his shoe so he could look up little girls' skirts. She's asking me how he can influence to do something like this. I'm getting madder and madder, thinking, man, will this bitch sit still? They grow up so fast. So fast. I was in the bathroom shaving the other day. My oldest came in and said, hey, Dad, can I wear some of your cologne so I can smell good like you do when you go out? I said, sure, buddy. So I look over and his brother's splashing beer on him. I do, what the hell are you doing, man? He said, well, Dad, I want to smell like you do when you get home. That ain't shit. I look over and my daughter's splashing whiskey on her. I was like, what are you doing, baby? She said, well, Daddy, I want to smell like the guys do that show up here at the house when you're gone. On that note, I am not trying to bring down the room. You guys have no idea what tonight means to me. I started stand-up comedy 13 years and 4 months ago to the day today. It was the very first time I ever took the stage at Bonkers Comedy Club inside Palace Station. And let me tell you, what you guys have witnessed tonight with me, with Anton, with Guy, with Warren, is nothing short of success stories.